Your attention, please. No one is coming to save you. This life of yours is 100% your responsibility. You are only responsible for being honest, not for someone else's reaction towards your honesty. Wellness morning to all from Building Spiritual Muscles, a subsidiary of Human Empowerment Cell of Jeevan Charge. We welcome you all to our day 3 of our 10-day ongoing series on Laws of Universe Level 3. Vindri Kaurji, our spiritual healer and life coach, will throw light on integrity and responsibility.
Wah Guru Ji ka Khalsa, Wah Guru Ji ki Fateh, Sat Sri Akal. Good morning to all, good evening to all the overseas, and Ram Ram Ji. So back at 5:30 sharp, I can see all the smiles. Please, I want to see all the smiles. I've already sent you a video yesterday of the smile. 2 of them just for a revision, So today the topic is what? Which is the sub-laws? The 5th and the 6th, that is the honesty. In other words, we can say the integrity. Now, what is this honesty? Honesty and integrity of a character, of action, replaces negative karma into positive karma and to change our destiny. So honesty is very, very important, because this is an energy behind every unseen or behind every seen action. Whatever we are doing, this is a force behind it. And the force behind it has to be honesty. If the honesty is not there, then we create a bad destiny. And if there is honesty and integrity behind all these actions, then you will see that you're going to create a positive karma and you can have a beautiful destiny. So honesty is actually a very, very important, you can see a sub law, which will help you to use the other universal laws very gracefully, apply it into your life. So what does this honesty is actually referring to the laws? In the next slide, we come up with honesty involves deep inner authenticity, and its outward expression all we say and do. That means the honesty is very deep-rooted authenticity, our real nature, which is inside, and we express it outside, in the outside actions. We need to be honest with ourselves before we can be honest to others. That means first honesty has to be applied to ourselves. Are we honest to ourselves? If we are not honest to ourselves, we can never be honest to anyone else. So whether the game starts, it starts from us. So that means this honesty is also a part of my own expression, is deep rooted inside me. We're just trying to trigger and get and realize and be aware of this beautiful energy inside you. Because if there is honesty inside you, then only can you be honest outside. Sometimes we think we are talking and walking. We are usually in this illusion that we are talking and walking and we are honesty, but we are highly mistaken. We are highly mistaken. Why? Because we are actually wearing a mask. हम कह रहे हैं हम बड़े ऑनेस्ट हैं, हम लोगों को भी सुना रहे हैं, हम वॉकिंग टॉकिंग सब ठीक कर रहे हैं ना, थिंकिंग वी आर वेरी ऑनेस्ट, बट डीप डाउन वी आर नॉट ऑनेस्ट. दैट मीन्स कि हम एक मास्क डाल के संसार पे चल रहे हैं. Deep down, we are afraid to fully shine our lights. Why? Because we are not realizing. Today, we are making you realize and trigger this honesty is very, very important. This integrity is very, very important. You have to understand. If you do not choose this honesty and you just keep this honesty deep down inside you and don't trigger it, that means you are wearing a mask when you are walking and talking. That means this is also a type of a hypocrisy. So now if this is a type, this is opposite of honesty is hypocrisy. Usually we are living this life. This is a false life that we are living. We are walking with this mask of honesty, but deep down you'll see that you do not have the honesty. It is actually a hypocrisy. Because if honesty is there in your walking and talking, it has to be in line with this honesty which is deep rooted inside you. They have to be in line. But if we do not have this honesty inside and outside, we are behaving as if we are very honest, that means it is not in line. This creates hypocrisy. Now, how to be truly aligned with honesty? Now we have to practice that. How do we align ourselves with honesty? So we come into the next slide, which says, we act in accordance with the higher will. So now we are going to learn how to align ourselves with the honesty which is inside and outside. We are going to act. That means our actions are going to walk on the laws of the nature, according to the will of the higher self, according to the hukam. So when we act, that means we are in guiding, we are triggering that honesty insight. And that is how, when we understand what is the laws of the higher self, what is his will, when we understand that, then we align that with all the actions that we are doing in life. That means the unseen and the seen actions are going to synchronize. They have to synchronize. When they synchronize, then we can say, yes, we are in line with the honesty. While we may be aware of nagging, at this time, when we are trying to walk on the laws of nature, trying to understand the will of the higher self, and we want to do the actions outside in line, you will see that there are many things that are nagging us from the lower self. That means the negativity. Those things are trying to pull us. But if we are really practicing honesty, we will just break away from that. We will not be, and be very strong that we are not being trapped by that nagging. हमने कोई काम करना है और हमने बहुत अच्छी तरह से करना है, but then some certain negative energy tells us, doesn't matter यार, कोई ऐसी बात थोड़ा सा तो चलेगा. No, नहीं चलेगा. So what happens? These are the nagging impulses which are telling us. But what do we do? While we may be aware of it, we do not act on them. We will not act on those negative things. When we break from the higher self, what happens? That means we are not walking on the laws of the nature. We are not trying to take in all the virtues. So what happens? We are harming ourselves. How are we harming ourselves? Then we have to bear all the consequences. We are going to bear all the consequences. So what happens? When we have this honesty, when we break from the laws, or we break from our honesty, from our integrity, that means we are going to face certain type of consequences. They have been designed according to the law. That what you sow, so shall you reap. That is what it says, that whatever you sow, so shall you reap. If I am sowing a negative thought, a negative deed, that means the consequences are going to be negative. It's going to be negative. So what does it teach us? What is it telling? That these are not coming to teach us lessons. They're actually not punishments for us. They're actually an opportunity for us. Realign yourself. Realign yourself. When triggers come, when opportunities come, when consequences come, when correspondence comes, then what happens? They are actually not punishing us. They are giving us opportunities to align ourselves with the truth. So that means honesty and integrity is very, very, very important. Usually we are hypocrites. You see today the world, what is happening? All are wearing a mask. All of us are wearing a mask. And in that mask, we are making a fool of ourselves. We are making actually a fool of ourselves, not the people, ourselves. We are responsible for ourselves. So remove this mask. How do you remove the mask? By having an honesty. Because whatever action we do, where is the source? The source is inside us. And that source has to be honesty, that integrity. And that integrity is what? Our real self. Our real self. It is not going to be hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is not our real self. It's not my identity. My identity is integrity or honesty. If that source is honesty, if that is integrity, then whatever action outside will be in line. Now, when it is in line, then whatever consequences come to us, whatever the correspondence comes to us, whatever the emails are coming to us, whatever the triggers are coming to us, then they will be in line with the soaps. That when what you sow, so shall you reap. So you give good, you get good. You give honesty, you get honesty. So now this is a very strong practice of honesty, integrity. Meaning is same. Integrity and honesty is same. So the strong practice of honesty. How do you practice? Practice of being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising behavior to strong moral principles and values. Now, how you will practice this? Honesty. First, practice by being honest and showing a consistent. Are we consistent? No, we never. We get bored very soon. बहुत हो गया, बहुत सातमात्मा बन गया, थोड़ा सा मस्ती भी कर लो. Let the train get out of the patri for some time. Because we always get bored very fast. So the consistency is not there. So we start preparing and practicing consistency, uncompromising behavior to strong moral principles and values. That means if we are practicing the laws of the nature and we are also practicing all the values, all the virtues we are taking, consistency has to be there. We have to be very honest to our self. That self is what? Our identity. That is why I said first you have to be very honest to yourself. Then only you can be honest to others. Are we honest? Is there consistency? No. So today we are going to practice and trigger and enlighten ourselves, elevate ourselves, that I am going to be very consistent on it and going to be very honest about it. What do we say? बच्चे जाके पापा कहते हैं जी बाहर जाके वो उसका बेल आया, वो पूछ रहा है कि आप कहाँ हो, उनको बोलो पापा वहां पे नहीं है. What is it? These small things, but we are being very dishonest. We are harming ourselves and we're harming the world around us. So consistency has to be there. Practice all the moral principles, values, and the laws of the nature. Okay. Integrity is regarded as honesty and truthfulness or accuracy of one's action. That means we have to be very, very careful that our seen actions are in line with our unseen actions. Very, very important. If my energy inside, my unseen karmas is honesty, then automatically my seen karmas, which is outside, will be in line. So the source has to be first checked. And this source is actually my identity. It's a beautiful tool which is already inside. So please, please trigger it. If you trigger this, you will see two things that are working. If my inside energy is honesty and I have triggered it, then my outside actions are in line and they'll also be in honesty. When both are in line and they're not hypocrite, because if the outside is honesty and inside is honesty is not there, that means hypocrisy. That means I am going to trigger all my consequences as dishonesty. Because what you sow, so shall you reap. The sowing is inside. So be very, very careful of your source. So honesty has to be triggered. If you do not, that means honesty opposite is going to be hypocrisy. Please introspect and see, aren't we being a hypocrite every time? What example today we people are practicing? We are practicing. Then after the class, we say, okay, now today we are going to be very honest. We are going doing. Then all of a sudden, we get overburdened, we get bored. And then all of a sudden, the train gets out of the rail. And what happens? Slowly, hypocrisy enters. But doesn't matter. Doesn't, because we people are practicing. Please start again elevating, get up. Asi gir gaya, utho. We have failed, doesn't matter. Failure is the stepping stone for our success. So try to understand that if you do not have the honesty, that means you are on the hypocrisy. That means you have to practice consistency. The integrity and honesty of character and action replaces what? If integrity and honesty, that means my character. My character means my internal source is honesty, and my actions are also honesty. Then what will happen? We are going to replace all our negative karma into positive karma. All our negative karmas will come into positive karma. Why? Because the in and out both is honesty, no hypocrisy. So our negative karmas become positive karma. And when they become positive karma, there's a change in our destiny. There's a change in our destiny. So that is why it says that this integrity, which is one of the tools, if you use this honesty, then jitne bhi si laws kite hain, you can apply it. Be very honest when you're applying the law of the divine, when you're applying the laws of the cause and effect. What you sow, so shall you reap. The law of correspondence, the rhythm. When there is no honesty, the rhythm is gone, imbalance. When there is no honesty, the yin and the yang is also gone haywire. All the laws go haywire. One of the tool also, if you are using the opposite energy, for example, integrity and honesty is one, and the opposite is hypocrisy. If you let go of this integrity, you let go of this honesty and bring in hypocrisy, all your laws are going to go haywire. So that means all the sub-laws are very, very important. It helps you. If there is honesty, then there will be consistency. When there will be consistency, then you are going to give a commitment to yourself. This is going to be your aspiration. And then what will you do? You will work very beautifully all the laws which we have done in this last few days. Now, if I say that, okay, you have already taken the integrity and the honesty, you understood. Now you have to start taking the responsibility, which is very, very important. How do you take the responsibility? Many times you will see that this word, we have used it many times. This is the sixth law, which we will say that this responsibility, you will see in the Naam Simha, so we use this word very, very important. How do we use it? Yes, you can come to the next. Yes. So now you come to the responsibility. You are accountable for everything that is right and wrong. Whatever comes into your life, right or wrong, you are responsible. It's very, very important to understand what is responsibility. Whatever happens in your life, maybe it is good, maybe it is bad, you are responsible for it. This law just reminds you that please take the responsibility. It is happening because of you, not because of anyone else. If anyone is trying to harm us using bad language, trying to put us down, criticizing us, cheating us, whatever is happening in life, where does the responsibility stand? We are responsible for it. That is why it says responsibility is also a very beautiful sixth sub-law. This eliminates the opportunity for you to look outward to find the cause of the problem. जब भी कोई problem होती है, any problem that come into life. Where does the problem lie? The problem is inside us. The problem is not outside us. But we are usually in the blame game that people are responsible for our problems because we find the problem outside. Please tune yourself until you do not find and agree that the problem is inside. You will not take the responsibility. You will not take the responsibility. So you have to understand that the problems are inside us. It's inside us. But throughout life, we always say that the problems are outside. Who are the problems? Our children, our husband, our wife, our in-laws, our friends, the society. We always said that they are our responsibility. We said that the problem is outside, but the problem is inside. First thing you have to understand, the problem is inside us. And when we say the problem is inside us, you become what you think about most of the time, and only you can decide what you think and how you think. That means if the problem is inside me, that means I have to think what is inside me. I will not focus and bring my attention outside. Usually my attention is outside. If I say that the problem is inside me, then remember one thing, that the solution is also inside me. This is where you have to take your own responsibility. But we start taking the responsibility of others. That person is responsible, so let's change everyone. That is what we are trying to do. That once we start thinking, first thing, understand that the problem is not outside. The problem is inside us. If the problem is inside us, the solution is also inside us. Only if we understand this concept, then only we are going to take the responsibility for ourselves. Usually in life, we are taking the responsibility of our children, of our in-laws, of our husband, of our wife, of our friend, of the society. We keep on taking the responsibility and we are always hurt. We do not get a solution. So understand the concept. Then this law is reminding that you own what happens to you in life. Whatever is happening, you are owning it. You are owning it. So once you have taken this responsibility, that whatever triggers that are coming, you have to go into total acceptance. Only if you take the responsibility, then only you will go into total acceptance. Otherwise, you will not go. So remember one thing, whatever is happening in your life, you are responsible for it. If you are responsible for it, everything, every problem is inside you, solution is inside you. If you take this responsibility, then only you will take total acceptance. हाँ जी, अब जो भी हो रहा है, वो सब मेरे कारण ही है, वो मेरे वजह से हो रहा है. Please keep sticking to the same slide. Please be on the same responsibility. So once you've taken and the trigger has come into your life, total acceptance, total acceptance. When you have taken the total acceptance, कि अब मैं जो भी देख रही हूँ, I am responsible. The source is here. I've taken my responsibility. Concept is clear. When I take in the responsibility, that means now I totally go into acceptance. When I go into acceptance, now you see how the other laws are all working side by side. Then you will let go. This was the first stage. Then only you let go. Without acceptance, you will not let go. And you will not accept until you take the responsibility. So first you take the responsibility that whatever the problem is inside me, solutions are inside me, I am the cause of everything. Then only you will accept. When you accept, you will let go. And when you will let go, then the law of attraction starts working 100%. It works 100%. That means good attracts good. You are responsible. Bad attracts bad. You are responsible. So when full responsibility, you can destroy the old dirt in your mind. जब तक हम responsibility नहीं लेंगे, the next energies will not work. Acceptance, let go, and attraction will not work. You've taken your full responsibility, then now you can destroy the old dirt in your mind and create a beautiful world inside, holding a beautiful seed in the subconscious mind. क्यों? You have taken your responsibility. हम ठेका उठाते हैं लोगों का. That is why we are very unhappy. Many people say, Don't we have the responsibility towards our children, towards the house? Yes, you have the responsibility, but there is a benchmark. Until you don't take your own responsibility, then the next responsibility of the world, you cannot take it. There's always a limit of the responsibility that you take outside, but inside you, there's an unlimited. So with full responsibility, you can destroy the dirt, which is the dirt that all negative emotions, the negative thought, the stress, the worry, the bitterness, the anger that is inside you. If you take your own responsibility, कि जो भी हो रहा है, वो मेरे ही कारण हो रहा है. I am responsible for it. The seed is inside me. The source is inside me. And now I will accept it. And now I will let go all this dirt that is in my mind. I will just let go. So there can be no vacuum. When you leave out all your emotional memories and your thoughts and your emotions, then what will happen? They create a vacuum. But it says that it does not accept, the universe does not accept any vacuum. So when there is no vacuum, so what happens? It is going to be replaced. It's going to be replaced with what? It's going to be replaced with the beautiful energy of acceptance, let go, and law of attraction. So what have you attracted? You have attracted all the positive energy. And that is, you have created a beautiful world inside. That means that world inside is the beautiful seeds you have now sowed. Where? In the subconscious mind. So when you've created a beautiful seed of responsibility and honesty, of aspiration, of courage, then what happens? This goes into the subconscious mind and it is going to manifest. So what is going to manifest? A beautiful destiny. So then now what do? You take the responsibility of trading. Vapar karo. With what? The virtues which is inside you. You have to do now. व्यापार करना पड़ेगा. हम व्यापार किस चीज का करें? जो मेरे अंदर है. अब मेरे अंदर गंद है, मेरे अंदर बिटरनेस है, मेरे अंदर एंगर है. So what do? I start इसी चीज को व्यापार करते हैं अंदर. And you see how beautifully we do. We are very good we are in this work. But now it's today's start doing what? Start trading now. We traded on the negative. Now start trading. व्यापार करो किन चीजों का? The virtues. What is the virtue? Responsibility is a virtue. Aspiration is a virtue. Courage is a virtue. Love is a virtue. So start trading with all these new energies, because this energy is going to bring a beautiful destiny for you, is going to create a beautiful world inside of you. And then when the world is beautiful inside, it'll create a beautiful world outside. So to create a beautiful world outside, who is responsible? We all individuals are responsible for it. A very, very beautiful and a strong sub-law. It is a tool. So if we apply this responsibility on all the laws, aren't we responsible for all the laws? Aren't we responsible for all the laws? We are responsible to create a beautiful divinity power to trigger the first law, the law of the divine. Aren't we responsible? It is inside us. It is our responsibility that we have to trigger. But we can only trigger if we have the knowledge. We have the knowledge, so we elevate ourselves. Now it is my responsibility that I have to change my cause. Because if my cause is negative, then what will happen? The effect is going to be negative. It is my responsibility. If I create a good cause, I will have a good effect. If I have a good seed, if I have a good cause, then what will happen? My correspondence, my emails are going to be excellent. Whose responsibility is my responsibility? If I am responsible for all my causes inside, then you will see that all my yin and yang is beautifully imbalanced. It's beautifully imbalanced. Life will be very beautiful. And if I am responsible, I will flow with the rhythm. I will flow with the rhythm, because one negativity comes, my rhythm breaks off. The rhythm breaks off in life. I am responsible. So everyone individually are responsible. This energy is already inside. It is already inside. Why? Because this is my identity. Whichever laws we have been doing in the previous, we have done all these sub laws. These are all our identity. Honesty is my identity. Responsibility is my identity. Self-love is my identity. Courage is my identity. Dedication is my identity. And even if you say that if aspiration also is my, these are all the laws which are already embedded inside you. कहीं पे बाहर जाने की लोड़ नहीं, ये सब हमारा ही है, ये मेरी identity है. These are all the virtues that I am having inside. I am just gaining this knowledge, sharing this knowledge so that we can just trigger it. Because these laws are very, very important in our life. If we do not use these tools and these sub-laws, then we cannot work on all the other universal laws. We cannot use it. If we don't have an aspiration, or we don't have a dedication, or we don't have the courage, then how will we work on the laws? So today, this way of taking your responsibility and your honesty is a very big tool that we people have to use. We have to use. That is why whenever we are doing the Naam Simran also, what are we doing? The first thing we say is responsibility, responsibility, responsibility. Response, put a line, ability. Ability is the strength, the aspiration that we have, the dedication that we have of how to respond. No action and reaction now. किसी ने एक कहा तो हमने दो बोल दिया, किसी ने दो बोला तो हमने चार सुना दिए. No. Responsibility. Ability is the aspiration. Ability is the strength. Ability is a dedication of how to respond. So please, it's my humble request, all of you, please accept this and just trigger. थोड़ा थोड़ा काम करो. Take is a takeaway. आज जो भी आप देखोगे पूरा दिन में हर चीज की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लो. अगर बच्चे ने आके कुछ कह दिया, I'm responsible. Source is inside me. अगर वाइफ ने कुछ कह दिया, response is mine, because what I give, I'm getting back. When I give, I don't know. Because we don't remember. But the law says that what you give, you're going to get back. You have to take the responsibility. Each and every trigger that comes into your life, every email that comes to you, every correspondence that comes to you, every, you see, a compensation comes to you, every fruit that comes to you in life, their fruits are all over the universe, you see. Kabhi sukh hai, kabhi dukh hai, kabhi sukh hai, kabhi, all are coming, all bar. These are all the compensations. These are all the emails that are coming. These are all the triggers that are coming. These are all the fruits. Pick up this tool. Is inside you and understand this concept is very, very clear that you are responsible for it because the source is inside you. There are two sources inside you. One is the source, that is your mood root. That is your mood root, that is your identity. और आपने अपना मूल रूप क्या बनाया हुआ है? कचरा. That source जो कचरा बनाया है उसको ठीक करो, उस कचरे को ठीक करो. वो कहां पे है? इन द सबकॉन्शियस माइंड. वो मन में है. उस कचरे को साफ करो. How? In line. Take this education or knowledge and just trigger. Oh, I am responsible for everything. Concept is very clear. Now I will take, now my dedication, my aspiration, I am going to take the responsibility of everything that comes to me. All the emails, I'm going to accept it gracefully. Remember one thing, whoever brings this email, whoever brings the letter to you, the postman brings the letter to you. What is written in the letter, the postman is not responsible for it. He has just come to deliver it to you. You open the letter and it's very sad. You open the letter and it is very happy. The postman is not responsible for it. It's not responsible for it. So also the people who come and who trigger you, the children, your husband, your wife, your friend, your business, your colleagues, whatever they're like the postman that they have come. They come to just deliver you. Who's responsible? They are not responsible. You are responsible for it. So please take the email with a beautiful smile. That means, yes, you have taken your responsibility. The concept is clear. Be very, very honest to yourself now. Be very honest. No hypocrisy. Concepts are clear. So now take those emails with a smile and say, yes, I am responsible. So now what do? I just let go. I let go all my old memories. Ek kata dal do uske upar. I let go. Why? I am responsible. I am the source. When you let go, because you have accepted it, you have taken the responsibility, you let go, that vacuum is going to be replaced with all your virtues. The beautiful energy. And when that vacuum has been filled up with the virtues, because you've taken your responsibility, then this is going to manifest. What is going to manifest? Now, what is your email? What is the postman going to carry? Happiness. You will see it carrying all beautiful smiles for you. बहुत अच्छी circumstances आएंगे. So who's responsible for the new emails and the new postman carrying the letter? You are responsible. So please, in my humble request, don't overlook these sub-laws. These sub-laws are going to be like tools. किसी से borrow करने की लोड़ नहीं. It's all inside embedded. We are just now awakening. We are becoming aware. And apply it in your life. If any of the concept is not clear, please come up with it. Carry on with it.
Beautiful toolkit being shared early in the morning. We're all blessed indeed. Thank you, Purji. So any topic related questions we can take up? Yes, Sujit Kaurji, unmute Karoji.
I will be Khalsa, I will be Purji. Yes, honesty is a very big tool, but it's sometimes become very difficult to use it. Actually, because of our environment, कि ਇਹ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਹਰੀਸ਼ਚੰਦਰ ਬਣਦੀ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ ਥੋੜਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਐਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਥੋੜਾ ਬਹੁਤ डिप्लोमेटिक होना चाहिए और sometimes it also happens like in during this COVID मेरी फ्रेंड साढ़े नाल 5-6 महीने तक झूठ बोलती थी पैसे पीछे then she says क्योंकि वो बहुत ज्यादा पार्ट करती है उसने कि मैं अपने वास्ते कुछ नहीं किया I was lying because of to save my interest of my friend my best friend और वाकई वो झूठ बोल ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਹੀ ਰਹੀ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਜਦ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੂਸਰੇ ਦੇ ਫਾਇਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਬੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ that is good ਔਰ ਦੂਸਰਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੋਕ मतलब ऑनेस्टी वास्ते लोग हमेशा बोलते हैं इन्ना ज्यादा ऑनेस्ट होने की जरूरत है तो मतलब वो दो चीजा विच इंसान कितना भी ईमानदार या सच्चाई तो उन्हें थोड़ा गिरना पै जाता है so is it right?
See, laws are laws. They are all spiritual laws. They are all spiritual laws, what we are doing. These are all the sub-laws also are very spiritual. This is a part of my identity. Remember, honesty is also a part of my identity. If the person was doing for the benefit of other by overlooking the honesty, this means it is hypocrisy. This is what the law says. Law is saying that under honesty nahi hai, we are doing it for the benefit of someone else and telling a lie. That means both are not being in line. That is what we just not did, that they're not being in line. That means opposite of honesty becomes hypocrisy. Law is law. I told you before also, the fire, if there is law, is what is going to burn us. एक बच्चा जरा है who's not aware of it and वो कहेगा मैं हाथ पांदा हूं consciously or unconsciously. ठीक है? Fire will say, I am going to burn you, even if you consciously do or you unconscious. मेरा कम है साड़ना ही. So also the law, it says, if you try to use these laws and say, thoda sa मैं use कर लूं, the law will say, okay, ठीक है, I forgive you. No, not at all. Law is a law. Your authenticity, your under the integrity, your honesty has to be there. The source has to be there. Usually we say कि ਅਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ डिसऑनेस्टी ਅੰਦਰ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ. ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀ honesty ਵੀ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖੋ, ਕਰਕੇ ਤੇ ਦੇਖੋ. We people are used to these things, these excuses, we people are used to it. ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲ ਲੈਤਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਸੁੱਖ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਠੀਕ ਵਾਸਤੇ, ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ we are losing our own character, we are losing our own values, we forgo them, we are compromising because we are always in the fear. ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਡਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ, ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲਿਆ ਘਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਸੀ, ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ. These are the excuses we have been always using in life. But now when we are coming onto these all spiritual laws and the sub laws, no, we cannot compromise at all. We cannot compromise. No, not at all. एक सच ते बोल के देखो, अंदर दी सच्चाई ते होके देखो, करके ते देखो. ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਐਗਜ਼ੰਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲ ਪੈਂਦੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਇੱਕ ਅਜ਼ੰਪਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੱਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਨਹੀਂ ਚਲੇਗਾ. ਅੱਜ ਫॉर एग्जांपल ਅਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲਿਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਡਿਸਓਨੈਸਟੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਲਪ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ. ਅੱਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ. Tell me next time, are you going to trust that person? Are you going to trust that person? I ਪਿਛਲੀ ਵਾਰ ਤੇ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇਹ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ. You will never trust the person. Why? Because we are living in the world of assumptions. थोड़ा सा झूठ बोल लेता, थोड़ा सा डिसऑनेस्टी अंदर होगी, doesn't matter, ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਨਾ. Law is going to trap you. You are going to, because your source is God. So what you sow, so shall you reap. This is the law unto itself. ਇਹ ਅਟਲ ਹੈ. In the bargain, what happens? Later on, ਤੁਸੀਂ help ਤੇ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ. But in the long run, you have to pay for the source that you have created. You have to pay for the seed that you have created. The karma is going to search you anyway that you are in the universe. It is going to follow you. बेशक ਅਸੀਂ assumption में रही किसी दी मदद कर देती है, जेरी मदद की थी, that's a seen action. That's a seen action.
थैंक यू बोजी, थैंक यू. क्योंकि कई बारी ऐसा ਹੁੰਦਾ है कि है बुद्धि सच्चाइयां नाल कुछ नहीं ਹੁੰਦਾ. थोड़ा ਜਿਹਾ फरेब, थोड़ा ਜਿਹਾ ਉਹ, थोड़ा ਜਿਹਾ इंसान ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ तरह होना चाहिए ਤਾਂ इंसान
human being. अच्छा, we are human being. इंसान है ना भाई. ਅਸੀਂ घर गृहस्थी संभालनी है, बच्चे भी संभालने, सोसाइटी थोड़ा बहुत तो चले, तो फिर थोड़ा बहुत जरा चलेगा ना, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਜਦੋਂ ਬੂਮਰੈਂਗ ਇਨ ਮਲਟੀਫੋਲਡ ਆਏਗਾ ਨਾ, ਫਿਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਕੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਦੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਬੁਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਗਿਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਕਦੀ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ. ਆਏਗਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ.
थैंक यू.
And God bless you.
Anji, beautifully explained. Sometimes we do indulge in white lies.
Yes.
Thinking कि कोटा झूठ बोले किसी दी भलाई वास्ते. We try to convince ourselves, but yes, that's not allowed. Anji, Rajvan ji.
सत श्री अकाल बुआ जी.
हाँ जी, सत श्री अकाल जी.
सत श्री अकाल जी.
सत श्री अकाल बच्चा.
आवाज आ रही मेरी बुआ जी?
हाँ जी, एकदम क्लियर, एकदम क्लियर.
हाँ जी बुआ जी, you explained the tools of honesty. Honesty should be accompanied by truthfulness, sincerity. But then, and you have explained hypocrisy. Now this hypocrisy has pushed this honesty, sincerity aside. Society इस तरह हो गई है ना, वो कहते हैं ड्यू टू पॉलिटिक्स, जिथे जाओ पॉलिटिक्स, जिथे जाओ पॉलिटिक्स. वो कहते हैं ना भी चोर उचक्कों को करो हमेशा सलाम, पता नहीं कौन कब किस सरकार में आ जाए.
Yes.
इतनी मतलब पॉलिटिक्स इन्वॉल्व हो गई है.
Yes.
ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੱਚਿਆਰ ਹੋ, ਪਰ मगर भुआ जी ਇਹ ਸਭ ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਦਾ ਕਲੈਕਟਿਵ ਐਫਰਟ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਨਾ। ਇਕੱਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤਕਲੀਫ ਹੋਏਗੀ, ਇਨ ਦਾ ਲੌਂਗ ਟਰਮ ਹੀ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਦਾ ਵਿਨਰ। ਬੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਬਾਂਟ ਖਣਿਓ ਤੇ ਕੀ ਵਾਲੋਂ ਨੇ ਕੇਤ ਮਾਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਬੜਾ ਡਿਫਿਕਲਟ, ਪਰ ਹੈ बाकी ये सच बड़ी बड़ी ताकत है सच्ची। एक सच बोलना तो सुन ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਯਾਦ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਝੂਠ ਛੁਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ तो ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਝੂਠ ਬੋਲਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ। ਪਰ ਇਹ ਸੋਸਾਇਟੀ ਦੇ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਕਲੈਕਟਿਵ ਐਫਰਟ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਨਾ, ਇਹ ਹੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਿਹਾ।
See, it is only that it is very difficult. They say it is difficult. But वही गल आ गई ना, we are taking the responsibility of everyone. Because in this मार्ग दे अंदर ਅਸੀਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੂਜ਼ਿੰਗ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੋਵੇ, ਕੋਈ ਵੋਟਿੰਗ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੋਵੇ, ਕੋਈ ਐਸੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਰੇ, ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਲੈਕਟਿਵ ਚਲੇਗਾ। ਬਟ ਇਨ ਦ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲਿਟੀ ਨਾ ਕਲੈਕਟਿਵਲੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਇੱਥੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਲੈਣੀ ਪਏਗੀ। ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਵੋਟ ਨਾ, ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਵਾਂਗੇ ਯੂ ਆਰ ਰਿਸਪੌਂਸਿਬਲ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਵੋਟ ਦਿਓ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਲੈਕਟਿਵਲੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਬਟ ਵੈਨ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਇਵੋਲਵ ਇਨ ਆਰ ਸਪਿਰਿਚੁਅਲਿਟੀ ਵੇ, we cannot take the responsibility of anyone. We have to take only our responsibility. That is the magic of it. They say if one person in the house takes the responsibility and creates a beautiful aura, look at the beauty of it, that he creates such a big vast aura कि कह रहे पूरा घर का एक एटमॉस्फेयर चेंज हो सकता है। एक बंदे ने भी कर लेते रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ना, वो पूरे घर का माहौल चेंज कर सकता है, because the aura is that way. But in spirituality you cannot take the responsibility of one.
मैं कहना भी मैं हमेशा तो नहीं मतलब अपने आप को सच्चा नहीं कह सकता, क्योंकि मेरे भी खामियां हो सकती है, पर मैं ऑब्जर्व किया जिन्हों ने भी झूठ का मार्ग अपनाया, झूठ ने काम किया, सारे दुखी ने। बीमारियां कोई ने कोई किसी चीज ना घाट, ऐसा नहीं कि पैसा ही सब कुछ है, बाकी चीजा घाट होगी, पर है वाकई सच दा कोई there is no alternative to truthfulness.
इसी करके कहते ना कि इस मार्ग में there will never be a crowd. You will never see a crowd. You will never see a crowd in this way. Otherwise you see crowd everywhere. बहुत crowd है, but इस मार्ग में crowd is very little. What a few people. Why? Because in this we have to take only our responsibility. Only our responsibility. ये ते सच्चाई है। आज जब दिरा से कितना responsibility and honesty only inside us. I cannot even take my children. I cannot even take my husband's responsibility. No, we can just discuss. Today we are all discussing on this Zoom session. We are all discussing. We are sharing. Mano ya na mano, that's your responsibility. आज इस चीज को मनना या नहीं मानना, दिस इज माय रिस्पांसिबिलिटी। अगर मनु लगता है कि नहीं मैं इस मार्ग पे चलना, आई हैव टू डेडिकेट, आई हैव टू यूनाइट, आई हैव टू फाइंड माय ओन आइडेंटिटी, आई विल टेक माय रिस्पांसिबिलिटी, बट आई कैन जस्ट शेयर इट विद अदर्स, बट आई कैनॉट इम्पोज इट ऑन अदर्स। आई कैनॉट टेक द रिस्पांसिबिलिटी ऑफ अदर्स, बिकॉज रिस्पांसिबिलिटी इज ऑफ माय सेल्फ, इंडिविजुअल। हाँ जी,
हाँ जी, थैंक यू पौजी, हाँ, very nice explained. Thank you.
Oji, when we do not walk our talk, which normally we do, ऐसे बोलते कुछ आते करते कुछ हो रहा, so then obviously we have to face the consequences, and these consequences are basically nothing but lessons which are helping us, pulling us to realign ourselves. But we think भुलेखा साडा ये है कि we think they are punishments, कि वो मैं ये कीता ते मैनू punishment मिल गया. So then again another sub law comes into the picture. We have to have the courage to face these consequences, but we go into a blame mode at that time. So everything is so interconnected, all these tools.
Yes, it's so beautiful. Everything is interconnected. अगर ऐसे एक tool नु भी अच्छे से समझ लवांगे ना, दूसरे tool नु automatically as things starts working, rewiring शुरू हो जाती है। अरे ये ठीक कीता थे, ये भी हो गया, ये ठीक कीता थे, सारे cause भी ठीक हो गया, अगर cause ठीक हो गए, सारे fruit ठीक हो गए, fruit ठीक हो तो सारी destiny ठीक होगी, सारी destiny ठीक होगी, तो हम inspired हो गए, aspiration, we have the jazba now, ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਇਤਨਾ ਜਜ਼ਬਾ ਆ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ we can manifest the thing. ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ dedication ਆ ਜਾਏਗੀ. ਜਦੋਂ dedication ਆਤੀ, then we have the courage to face. We have the courage to face. What is it? Slowly, slowly we see the re-enviring being done. The transformations are taking place. And when transformations are taking place, then now we wait for the emails. Dukh hai ya sukh hai, sam kar jano, sahaj avastha. All these are, we are responsible. No blame game. So that no one is to be blamed. The postman is not to be blamed for these messages. Then we love them. कहते हैं ना कि पापी से प्रेम करो, पाप से नफरत करो. ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਪਾਪੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਨਫ਼ਰਤ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੀ. He's not responsible. No one, let it be husband, let it be wife, let it be children, let it be mother-in-law, let it be a mother, let it be a brother, anyone in the, no one is responsible. We have to learn to love each and every one. Because they are just like the postman, nothing else. ਸਾਡੇ ਤੱਕ ਖਾਲੀ ਖਬਰ ਜਾਣੀ ਹੈ, for what? Not punishment. Remove all these words of punishment and all. These are all opportunities. These are all His grace. That email that has come, it is His grace. What is His grace? It is giving us opportunity. Banda, change yourself. Change that source. I will keep on sending you that email. I will keep on triggering you. I will send all this compensation until you change the source. Once the source is changed, your destiny is changed. Your emails will also change. Postman will come. Mother will come. Mother-in-law will come. Father-in-law come. Brother-in-law, all will come. But what emails are they carrying? Beautiful emails. Beautiful compensation. They're carrying of love. So we have to take the responsibility. That is, these laws are very, 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 very important for us. कोई किसी जगह ते जान दी लोड़. 24 hours you're carrying all these laws with you, all these sub laws. Just trigger it. Use these tools. Anji.
Yes, these messengers जीवन मुक्त करा रहे हैं सानू, जिंदियां जी
Yes.
मुक्ति
So
मिल रही है.
aren't they supposed to be thanked by us?
Absolutely.
We should be thanking them. एक बारी सोच के देखो, किसी ने सानू मारिया, किसी ने मेरा हक मारिया, और अगर आज मैंने concepts clear हो गए ना, take the responsibility, and I look at them with a smile, I just thank them. Thank you. That is what we are doing today. We have all our own memories. When we see them with their inner eyes, and then we say, oh, how beautiful. Thank you so much. Today where we are standing is because of you. You came as a postman with all those letters. At that time, we did not accept. Today, the prayers are so clear. So what happened? We look at them with a smile. We thank them. We love them. We adore them. See how the energy is changed.
Yes. So true, Pooja. Yes. Hanji, Deepa ji.
Buaji, though you have answered my question, I mean to say that all thoughts are energy. And
Yes.
when we were in the lower consciousness, we were creating negative thoughts and attracting negative people and negative situations in our life. So now that we have got this knowledge and we have become aware, so we have to be we have to use filters that we should not take the negative from the outside. Like though we are we have become very good judge now. We can see the good and bad now better, because earlier we were unaware and we were taking on the all bad things inside. Okay, but now that we have become aware, we can see more clearly. Now only thing is that we have to be very aware that we should not take it that inside. Now, that unseen karma means what I'm thinking inside should be good. Otherwise, that again will create that vicious circle.
Yes.
Then, how to? I mean, my concern is how to transmute whatever is going outside or whatever is going on outside, which is not according to me is positive or good, I can see, I can judge the people. No, I shouldn't judge them, but I can see through. So what is the best way to transmute that negative or whatever is not good for me into positive? And what, and another thing is, whatever I have already taken in my subconscious mind, how to just swipe it off, how to clear it.
Yes. See, you cannot change the negative outside things. You cannot change them. You cannot change them. Don't even take the responsibility of it. And one thing is this, that till we are judging, I can see this is right and this is wrong. That means somewhere there is right and wrong inside me. That is why I'm judging. I have to become non-judgmental. मेरे को एक सिल्वर लाइन देखनी है, मेरे को हर दुख में भी सुख नजर आना पड़ेगा. For example, when I say that a person comes with a trigger, with an email, with a letter, okay, then now what am I seeing that person as a postman? I'm not seeing that person as a negative person. I am thinking that is a positive person who has bought an email to me for my transformation. So my way of thinking, my way of judging has become different. So in this way, I have to just change myself, nothing else. You take your own responsibility, you change, the world changes with you. You heal, the world heals with you. But when we start judging, when we start saying this is right and this is wrong, that means abhi bhi kasar hai. Because my vision of seeing this is wrong and this is right should not be there. My vision should be, jo ho raha hai, 100% perfect ho raha hai.
Okay.
100% perfect.
Okay.
No one is right and no one is wrong.
I should rather thank them.
Yes, you have to thank them. Be ready for the email. You know, this is what we used to do a few years back. हम wait करते, हमको homework मिलता था, wait करो. हम कहते हैं, we have to wait for the email. कहते yes, wait for the email. Let us see how strong your muscles are. आया, is it a smile? या टेरी fail. अगर there's a smile, so this is how you are slowly building up.
Thank you.
And God bless you.
Yes, changing our narratives, changing our perception is wonderful. Absolutely. One last question we can quickly squeeze in. Hanji Rajwanji.
Waji,
Anji.
can we conclude Farida Bureda भी भला कर?
Anji. ਹੁਣ ਦੇਖੋ
ਇਹ
ਫਰੀਦਾ,
सोच रहनी चाहिए साडी.
फरीदा बुरे दा भला कर. बुरे दा कहंदे कोई कहंदे कि there's no one is bad. कहंदे ना, हम नहीं चंगे ते बुरा नहीं कोई. दो चीजां ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਕਰੋ. हम नहीं चंगे ते बुरा नहीं कोई. अगर बुरा कोई नहीं है तो फिर मैं भी तो बुरी नहीं है ना. तो what does it बुरा mean? हम नहीं चंगे ते बुरा नहीं कोई. हम means the ego. हम is ego. हम चंगे, हम mean the ego is not good. कोई भी बुरा नहीं है. It is only that ego, that energy that is not good. इस करके कहते ना, पापी से प्रेम करो, पाप से नफरत करो. पाप किए ईगो. हम नहीं चंगे, हम मीन्स ईगो. हम नहीं चंगे, कोई भी बुरा नहीं है. तो फिर फरीदा बुरे दा भला कर. बुरे दा भला कर, वो बुरा ही नहीं है. हम नहीं चंगे तो बुरा नहीं कोई भी बुरा नहीं. तो फिर वो हम से जरा बुरा सी. बुरे दा भला कर. ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ बुरा ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਹੈ ਨਾ, हम ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅੰਦਰ बैठा है, भला करो. Bring in your virtues. Is nothing to do with this.
हम साडे अंदर ही
हाँ,
साडे अंदर ही ਜਿਹੜੀ बुराई है ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਦਾ ਭਲਾ ਕਰ.
हाँ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੰਦਰ
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਹੈ, ਆਪਣੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦੀ बुराई ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨਾ. इसलिए तो मैं कहता कंक्लूड बुरे ਦਾ भी ਭਲਾ कर. मैं ही बुरा हाँ.
So take your responsibility.
फिर अंदर ਦੀ बुराई है ਉਹਦਾ.
Take your responsibility. ਆਪਣੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੀ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਪਏ ਹਾਂ, ਹਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੰਗੇ ਤੇ ਬੁਰਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੋਈ. ਬੁਰੇ ਦਾ ਭਲਾ ਕਰਦਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਹੀ ਚੰਦੇ ਪਏ. ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ. अपना चंगा करोगे बार अपने आप. You change, the world changes. You heal, the world is healed. That is it. The responsibility of yourself. हाँ जी.
Thank you, Baji.
Taking responsibility of every trigger helps you learn acceptance. With acceptance comes let go. And when you let go, law of attraction comes into play. With this attractive tool, we conclude our third session this morning. Thank you all for joining in. Have a thrilling Thursday.
So I sent you yesterday 2 of them. Someone sent me the video and I viraled it yesterday. It was on when you go for condolences. And I give you the smile. So see how important it is. So please give me a smile. Come on, Avinash, give me a smile. Come on, Vilminder, come on. Come on, all of you, Parvinder, come on, Jyoti, Deepa, all of you, please give me a smile. It's very beautiful. Yes, please give me a smile before you end the session. Yes, very important. And keep the smile on your face as a signature. Keep it and smile. You'll make many people's life more comfortable. So, Guruji ka Khalsa.
Baji,
Haan ji,